All right, lesson 67. Love created me like itself. My cookie created me like itself. Therefore, I am a cookie. Sweetness created me sweet. All right, so I'll be honest, like I really haven't thought about this lesson at all. Look at me. I'm like so tired. I've been running around all day. But here's the thing. I mean, I'm not gonna, even on days like this where I'm like, oh, well, you know, just pick up right now and start thinking about it however they asked us to. Yeah, I'm not getting a good grade today at all. Does that mean like I do this day over again tomorrow, or do I keep going? I think that's a topic for a lot of people, because like the ego's like, oh, you haven't really done that good job. You should just go back to the beginning and start over. You have to really watch it like you don't talk yourself out of progress. So I think, you know, when I have days where I'm like, oh, I didn't really do that so good. Screw it. We'll do it again next year. I'm already looking forward to next year. And not doing videos and being able to really focus like a student. Like doing this on my YouTube channel does kind of take away a little bit. Like it keeps me on track, but then also like there's a lot of time eaten up like just putting it together. So anyways, who needs a nap? Sadie needs a nap. Love created me like itself. Yeah, like I said, the cookie created me like itself. Kindness created me kind. Perfection created me perfect. We're basically just lining ourselves up with the attributes? No, honey, attributes of God, which is in accord with God as he defines himself. All right, can I just hand it over to Jesus? And I'll try to look more lively for the next segment. So Jesus today wanted to talk about distortions in the church's teachings. And one of them being that like they make it seem like Jesus was the only loving one or the only one capable of, you know, what the miracles he did. And Jesus basically said today that you are too. You have the ability to create. You have the ability to love. You have the ability to unconditionally love. You have the ability to have absolute freedom. So yeah, distortions. I think that's the word he used. Distortions in the church's teaching. Another one being you've been taught that God is scary, revengeful, condemning. You got to be fearful. Not true, says Tina Jesus in lesson 67. So anyways, this was a little chat today about changing your beliefs. You have nothing to fear. You have nothing to fear. The church says don't go inside. You'll just find scariness there. No, Tina Jesus says go inside. Align with love. You have nothing to fear. Create what you are passionate about. God speaks to you through love. So be guided by your love. Be guided by your passions and your creations, and that's how God talks to you. God speaks to you through love. So if something really lights you up and it's like, wow, this feels so good, you know, because you're aligning with love, you're aligning what you're passionate about, you've gone inside, you've connected with that energy, then be guided by your love. Because God speaks to you through love. Look lively. All right, holiness created me holy. I think that's what's my favorite part. So yeah, we're supposed to elaborate on this today. If love created you like itself, this self must be in you. So the petty ego self, maybe that is not you. So that's why we need to go inside. We need to quiet down. We need to know that somewhere in our mind, it is there for you to find your real self. Your real self that was created by love. So anyways, oh yeah, this morning, I remember this now. Yeah, perhaps you will succeed in going past those distracting thoughts and going past, going into thoughtlessness And then going past that into the awareness of a blazing light in which you recognize yourself as love created you. So if I tried to meditate right now, I'd probably just conk out, which might be good for me. 4 or 5 times an hour, think about this lesson. I didn't do that, but it's like 4 or 5, it's 5 o'clock now. For the rest of the night, I could. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm not really always doing such a great job, but I keep trying again. I'm not going to go back and redo because I'm just on mission this year. But next year, I'll do a better job. Yeah, don't throw in the towel. Don't let the ego be like, you have to master this lesson before you can move on. That's how the ego is going to hold you back. So just do your best. Yeah, do your best and listen to the Pathways of Light, and then everything's going to be all right. Pathwaysoflight.org. Welcome to the reading, A Course in Miracles Workbook, Lesson 67, Insights. Love created me like itself. The sentences that stand out to me today in this lesson are, we are trying today to undo your definition of God and replace it with His own. We are also trying to emphasize that you are a part of His definition of Himself. Our job today, as we work with applying this lesson, is to think about the truth about ourselves and realize our unchangeable nature as love. This means I need to look at all the thoughts that conflict with my unchangeable nature and see that they are false ideas. This lesson invites me to accept the holy instant where I recognize my true nature is outside of time and space. This lesson invites me to practice accepting myself instead of the limited individual self I thought I was. As I repeat today's lesson in my mind, love created me like itself, I feel it flow through me like healing waters. Calmness grows stronger. I feel myself relax and soften. My mind becomes more at ease. The sometimes frantic attempts to plan for my safety diminishes. My sense of being held in the comfort of God's loving arms grows stronger. I know that I can relax now. The loving Comforter has brought me a message of comfort as it reminds me that love created me like itself. Thoughts of needing to be accepted or approved of needing to do anything to be okay in any way, fade away in the presence of the thought, love created me like itself. Guilt is gone, replaced by joy. There is a growing desire to embrace everything and everyone with love. As I accept this idea as the truth, everything I look upon shines in the love of God, and I see myself in everything. Differences fade away. Only the light of love remains. My heart overflows with joy in the recognition of myself as who I am. I am at peace. Gratitude fills me. Today's lesson is very important in my mind healing process. Love created me like itself. Love created everyone like itself. All is love. There are no differences, no changes. Eternal love is always extending itself. There is only one mind of love. Each time I practice remembering this today, I am reminded about the truth of my identity and everyone's identity. Love is always present because love is all there is. Love does not turn on and off. Love is changeless and eternal. This lesson helps me let go of all the false ideas I have believed in. It helps me remember the truth behind the appearances of differences, behind the world of time and space. As I remember the truth, I am in peace. I am in joy. All is well. pathwaysoflight.org. So there you go. Love created me like itself. So that's why God appointed me as the world's savior, and why the Son of God looks to me for his salvation. It's a big lesson, you guys. So yeah, make every effort you can to reach this truth today. Whether you define it as successful or not, like the lesson says, be confident that you will do much today to bring that awareness nearer to you, that love created you like itself. All right. Good enough.